not expect that.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Re-Entry Buzz. Cole and I here. We are on season 6, episode 3. We have a blind sample in front of us. Neither of us have any idea what this is right here, but we are going to give some notes on it. We're going to give some guesses on it. We're going to tell you how much we'd pay for it just after one sniff and one sip. Are you ready, Cole?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I already know what it isn't.
It's not whiskey.
Talk about mouthfeel.
Weird. That's weird.
All right. This comes down to a matter of preference. I could see people liking this one, but it is not my jam. I'd pay less, like $40 for it, but I could see people paying a lot more.
Yeah, I'm at 45. Okay. This is an overlooked shelfer that's trying to stand out, but it's not working to me.
Ooh, a shot. No, we'll see how it is. Maybe it's terrible. I mean, maybe it's a well-known brand or something like that. But before we get into what we think about it, what we give our notes for or give our guesses for, let's take a quick break.
All right, welcome back. So we guessed, and I think we're both kind of on the same page here in terms of sentiment.
Yeah.
But we'll see here. I would love to hear Cole's notes first. So nose,
let's do it.
Cole, what you got?
All right, nose, oaky and tannic. Doesn't necessarily smell young, but just very oaky, which could go either way, like young or old. But by the time I got to the palate, I said insanely dry and oaky. The oak is on the verge of chocolatey, but not in a synthetic chocolate way. I've had some synthetic chocolates that have been terrible. This I've definitely had worse, is what I wrote in my notes. It's not terrible. It's just not up my alley. On the finish, I said oak turns a little sweet, but it is not up my alley. I think when oak is the center stage item, I don't love the whiskey. So that's what I wrote in my notes.
I liked your chocolate call out. That's probably the biggest thing that you said that I was like, ooh, actually, yeah, I can totally see that. So for me, on the nose, I said raw grains.
Ooh.
I said slightly hay barn, not like a New York Distillery, Kings County kind of hay barn, because that's like a good thick syrupy hay barn. But this was like a light raw grainy hay barn that got muted from an overwhelming artificial sweetness for me. So on the palate, I said honey and syrupy sweet oak, but that only lasts like 2 seconds. And like a couple seconds in, a strong youthy burn swoops in to just destroy the rest of the sip for me. And I said on the finish, no delicious flavors ever come back after that youthy burn. But like after the finish, what just lingers afterwards is like a fake sweet oakiness long after the finish.
Yeah. It sounds like our notes lined up pretty well.
Yeah. So I'll go through my guesses.
Okay, go for it.
All right. Type, I said bourbon.
Oh. I'm just messing with you. I of course said the same thing.
So secondary grain, I said rye.
Oh.
For brand, I said 13th Colony.
Okay. Ooh.
For
not
proof,
a bad guess.
I struggled a little bit here on proof. I said 115.
Okay.
I initially wanted to go a little lower than this.
Okay.
But anyway, I went with 115. For age, I just said like 3. Okay. 3 years.
Yeah.
Because to me, this reads as extremely young to me.
Yeah.
For finished, I did say yes, that it's double oaked, because all my artificial sweetness notes, I feel like jives with the double oak for me. And for the bottle, I said that it was 13th Colony's 2024 cask strength release.
Remember that would be so interesting if this was that.
Yeah. And for score, I did give this a D. Like as much as I wanted to go with my level of like something's off a little bit. I thought that this was a little worse than just something's off.
Yeah.
So I gave this a D as it clearly stands out as being bad.
I gotcha. No, I dig that. You know, we're going to be pretty close. Pretty close. It's going to come close here. I said type, bourbon, secondary grain rye. So far we're even. Brand, I just threw out one that I knew was probably in the pool, and that might have been not volatile. What's the word I'm looking for? Just variable.
Controversial?
Oh. No, not even controversial. Like everything they put out is different. So it's like the variance or whatever is strong on this one. I said rare character. On the brand. Proof, I went a little higher. I actually thought I originally thought 115, but then I thought maybe this is higher. But then I said maybe it's a little higher than that. So I went 120.5.
Ooh.
Yeah, right between 120 and 121.
Nice.
Age, I went a little bit higher because I have had worse on the youthy notes. I went 5 here. So,
cool.
Finished, I actually said no. I just think this is straight up aged in a charred oak barrel. Bottle, I threw out one of my standard, maybe it's this guesses, and I said Grand Canyon Distillery single barrel bourbon.
Oh, nice.
Which I still haven't had yet. Yeah.
I really wanted to, again, for I think the third week in a row, guess the J. Mattingly double stave.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was so sure that this is double oaked. And but then I do genuinely believe that the J. Mattingly double stave is way better than this.
Yeah.
Like a genuinely.
I remember liking that.
So I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right. I guess it's time to reveal. So I'm going to pull it out from my back pocket. Find where the label is. Did not expect that. But my proof guess is benefiting from Benchmark Full Proof. That's surprising.
Boo.
This is Buffalo Trace juice. Can you believe that?
No, actually.
Yeah, me neither. Like, this is so anti-Buffalo Trace. All right. We'll be right back. We'll send it to break real quick, but when we come back, we'll tally the scores and see who won. Here we go to break.
All right, we're back. So this was Benchmark Full Proof. This is Buffalo Trace's cask strength shelfer. This is
match fill number 2 too.
What did I say? This is an overlooked shelfer that's trying to be more than it really is, or something. I said something like that at the beginning of the episode, and I stand by it. I think that this is worth $23.
Yeah, how about that? Exactly is what they sell it for.
All right, so we'll run through the guesses. So Cole and I both guessed bourbon. Correct. We nailed it. Nice. We both guessed secondary grain rye, and you're sure this was rye, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
This is national number 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So for brand, neither of us guessed Buffalo Trace, but Cole was leaning rare character. I was leaning 13th Colony. For proof, though, Cole was way closer than I was here. Nice. Cole was 120.5, and I was further away at 115. That proof was 125.
Nice.
On the age, this is actually age stated. Benchmark Full Proof is 4 years age stated. Cole was 5, I was 3, so we were
right
both,
between the two.
We were pretty close, right around there. Yeah. Finished though, Cole, I correctly identified no, not finished, and I was thinking double oaked. So 2 points for Cole there. Nice. For that bottle guess, Cole was thinking Grand Canyon Distillery single barrel something. I was 2024 cask strength from 13th Colony. Yeah, neither of us were even close. But, you know, for scores, Cole was 7.9 and I was way down at a D. I agree with D. 7.9 is pretty D territory for Cole. Yeah.
No, I would have, if I did give a letter score, it would have been a D.
Yeah. You know, I've had some people's like home aged, spiral aged benchmark full proofs, and they were fine. I felt like they like competed with Stag even kind of, but this is the first time I've ever had benchmark full proof like by itself unmodified. and I did not like it.
It's all right, but it's not all right. Like, that's the thing. It's like, this is one of the rare situations where Buffalo Trace doesn't make good stuff. And this.
But like I get their need to have a high proof, low cost shelfer. There's a reason why this exists, and that's fine. But it's not for people who want a fine whiskey. And I'm too ashamed here to admit what the final tallies of the score was this episode. Cole won this episode with 20 points, and I had 12.
Keeping it up. That's 2-1 this season. But
congratulations,
I gotta catch up, because so far, thus every season, we are not more than one behind the other. So we are always keeping up with each other. So
good work.
Thus far this season, I'm trying to tie in total season. So all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for just being a part of this blind tasting competition that we have. Hope you guys join us next time on Chill Filters, the Reentry Buzz.
Talk about mouthfeel.